Trump speaks at the California GOP. Let's dip into this stuff. It's going to be the same dumb shit, but we'll give it a ride. This is the guy that we're going to take a look for a moment at somebody that Cenk Uygur believes is, you know, I mean, you don't want to be binary about it, but he's basically unbeatable, and that Biden's losing to him. Hold on. Yeah, and then the guy who stands there like a dipshit, waiting like he's backstage when he's out front while the song plays, doing awkward nothing. Oi. Get the butt that. Oh, thank you very much. Hold on. Jesus. Wow. And the great Patriots.
What a crowd. Thank you.
What a great crowd. There's so many people outside. It's amazing. You know, just everywhere you look. They're all over the fucking place. Hold on.
Even outside, it's packed.
Right.
What a crowd. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Let me read this. He's down behind the orange curtain in Anaheim, California.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and I'm thrilled to be in this beautiful place. Boy, are they,
I don't want to say Anaheim.
Are they messing up California? But we're thrilled to be here with the...
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. It's a complete shithole. I don't know how you people could stand it. California fucking sucks, but it's nice to be here with you guys. And we had a nice meal, and the weather's good.
Conservative patriots who are leading the charge to take back this state from the radical left lunatics. The first step to saving California begins Super Tuesday. You know Super Tuesday?
You know what that is? That's the thing where you can make me the nominee of the Republican Party so that I will lose.
March 5th, 2024, the same day that the radical left Democrats are taking me to trial. I wonder how that happened.
Well, you punted the date. You could have asked for a soon. There's nothing stopping you from just getting it out of the way. I would say just go for it.
I don't think it's going to happen either. It's disgraceful what they're doing. With your support in this election, we're going to win the California primary in a very big, beautiful, historic landslide.
Historic landslide, as long as I can make sure no one else is in it. So I'll get 100% of very little.
And you know, most candidates would get, but then we're going to win California. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll say it a little bit differently, because we would win California in a general election if they didn't have a rigged voting system.
No, you wouldn't. No, not on any front whatsoever. Like, we don't have to rig our system. It's California.
Where they send out 22 million ballots. Think of that. All mail-in ballots. 22 million ballots.
No, they don't.
People getting 5 ballots, 6 ballots.
No, nobody's getting 5 or 6 ballots.
Nobody knows where they're going, who they're going to, who signed.
Who gets them, how they go into the house, whether they come in the door, go out the window, who can say
who delivers them, and who the hell counts them. Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody. I don't even know. We just, we have we spin a wheel basically. It's like all Democrats. We put the Republicans on the other side of the spin wheel so that they just never have a chance. Even if they win, they lose.
We would win. You should see the crowds of people outside.
Yeah, right. That's the thing, man. It's just
outside. It's packed.
This is his defense against the pathetically small crowds that he's drawing right now. Don't film the inside of this place. The press will turn their cameras around and show it to everybody. They never show it when I have giant crowds. They only show it in these shitty little venues. But outside, man, there's so many fucking people out there. Outside is full of, there's like 8 billion people not here.
Wouldn't believe it. It makes you look like small timers, okay?
What? Makes you look like small timers? No, it doesn't. It makes it, they would be exclusive, wouldn't be, oh God.
Now, if anybody would like to give up your seat for some of the people outside, we will do that. Would anybody raise your hand? Other than that,
Some people started moving towards
that it's a very well-run election system. Other than those little things, it's a disaster.
It is so horrible. You'd never have a chance. Everybody who's been elected in Anaheim and Orange County, obviously, they did so only because the Pentaveret allows it.
It's a rigged system, and it's a shame that it's been allowed to go on for so long. It's really sad. Every time I come here, we have the biggest crowds, and then I'm told, oh.
Explain Schwarzenegger and fucking Reagan then. Maybe you're just an asshole. Maybe, just maybe. I know this might shock you. Maybe you're just a loser. I'm just saying this is...
Here I am like an idiot.
Right? It's just Occam's razor being what it is.
Automatically, that if you're a Republican running for president, you'll lose by 5 to 10 points. We don't lose by 5 to 10. Maybe some others would, but we're not going to lose by 5. We're going to win. We would win.
No. And this is a good freeze frame. I don't think you're convinced reading this. That's a panic face right there.
I don't believe it when they say it, but the state is rigged. It's a rigged election. It's a horrible thing, and
you don't believe it when they say that it's rigged?
We have to turn it back.
We have to turn it back to the California of the 70s.
This is a state that the right Republican can win, and I think actually win easily.
So why'd you lose it the first time? If the right Republican could win, I don't know, you could say 2020 was rigged because you believe all that bullshit, but clearly you thought you were a far and away winner in 2016.
And all you have to do is go outside and look at what's going on in the streets outside, and it's with love, too, tremendous love.
Yes, dude, you're in Anaheim. It's the only Republican stronghold in Southern California.
Not a lot of people. There's no people that are negative, actually.
There are no protesters. I made sure they were removed.
No way we lose this state in a real election. If this was a real election, there's no way. If we had a real election with the real polling booths, if you had real polling, you don't have any polling booths.
No, we don't. No. The last time I voted, we didn't have polling booths at all. They didn't poll me while I was in there, and I was very disappointed. I was lubed up, and I was very excited, and still no. Nope, that's right. Not true. The San Joaquin Valley is red. Yeah, but it doesn't have enough people in it, Jill. This is the only highly populated area.
You have people signing something, dropping it in a mail. Then who the hell knows what happens after that?
It tracks it. It tells you. It's on your fucking phone. Also, show me anybody in Orange County or the surrounding areas who's ever sued and won because their vote was stolen or that their vote, there was any kind of fraud or anybody even saw any, especially in the, basically what you're saying is that Kevin McCarthy wasn't really elected.
Ridiculous. But if we had polling booths, same-day voting, voter ID, and no mail-in ballots other than for those who are legitimately very sick or in faraway military, we would win this
faraway military
state by a lot.
Yeah, if you're close by military, let's say you're a Nevada resident, but you're in one of the California bases, that wouldn't qualify. Sorry, you just don't get to vote.
And
you're not far away enough.
I don't know why more people aren't bringing that up and talking about it.
Because it's ridiculous, and no one is interested in chasing your fart air fabrications.
Because it's really something you have to do, but we're going to get it done when we win. When we win the big one, because
you did win the big one, and you didn't do shit.
We're leading by a lot. We're going
to
go over some polls if you'd like to.
Yeah, you could go over some polls if you'd like to. I paid for some of them, so they have to be good.
Don't forget, we're going over polls. I only talk about polls when I'm doing well. Remember that, please. But when we win, we're going to come in here and you're going to straighten out your election, because we need fair and free elections in this country, and California doesn't have it. We have open borders. We have rigged elections. That's not a bad thing for the enemy to watch. That I can tell you. And they talk about it all the time.
They totally do. They talk about it. They laugh about you saying
solve the border problems within 24 hours of taking.
Really? 24 hours? Yet 4 years you didn't.
get office.
You're gonna. I thought it was to take at least 3 weeks to build the extra wall. It's just gonna be 24 hours now. What are you gonna just use? Just like dump trucks. Just maybe just bulldoze some schools and use all the materials from those to create a barrier.
We had the safest borders in the history of our country just
because COVID was keeping people out
3 years ago.
So boring.
But the rigged election has to be solved by you, the people, and we're.
How? By voting? If it's rigged, how do you do that? How does that happen? How does that work? How do you stop a rigged election by voting? What are you talking about? What does it look like? What are you going to do? What's step one?
I'm going to start working on it right now, but I want to put those thoughts in your head.
Yes, I know you do. It's the entire purpose. I need to put the thought in your head that it was rigged because I can't admit to myself and other people that I know I lost.
We have to bring it back.
Legally, not because I don't believe it, but because Georgia is going to throw me in jail.
We have to get rid of this mail-in ballot stuff. You know, Jimmy Carter, I know a lot of you think that he wasn't a great president, but actually, compared to Biden, he was one of the greatest presidents.
Well, he certainly created more jobs than you did.
The happiest person on earth right now is Jimmy Carter because he said, darling, I'm no longer a bad president because compared to this guy, when I'm president, that will be a primary focus, your election, and other things that we're going to talk
Yeah, that's it. That and other things.
about together, having to do with California. Nonetheless,
having to do with in the general California vicinity.
we're going to crush crooked Joe Biden next November. We're going to make California great again, and we're going to make America great again. We are going to make it great. I want to begin by thanking California Republican Party Chair Jessica Milan Patterson for the introduction, as well as doing a fantastic job as RNC National Committeeman.
Committee man? Is that what she is? She's Jessica's a great committee man.
Milan Patterson. For the introduction, as well as doing a fantastic job as RNC National Committeeman and the chair of this whole group of incredible people. And your national committee man is Sean Steele. And
I see. So she's a committeeman and he's a committee man. I see.
Committee woman is a friend of mine.
Wait, is Sean the committee woman?
This whole group of incredible people. And your national committee man is Sean Steele. And committee woman is a friend of mine, a person that actually wins cases for us, Harmeet Dillon. Where is Harmeet? Where is Harmeet? She's around here someplace with her incredible husband.
Didn't she run to be head of the RNC and lost horribly?
Her incredible husband. Will you stand up? I hear he...
What's his name? Harmeet, what's your husband's name?
He likes me, Harmeet, more than you do, and I think...
He likes me more than you do. I didn't bother to learn his name.
Thank you both very much for being here. Seriously, she's done a fantastic job. And we love
job.
Along with a tough cookie, I want to tell you he did such a great job in the administration. A friend of yours, a person that loves your state a lot, Rick Grinnell.
Grinnell?
Rick Grinnell.
He's a tough cookie.
And a fantastic, thank you, Rick, great job. Tough guy, this guy's tough. And a fantastic mayor. We just flew over Huntington Beach. We flew over Tony's beautiful place on earth, and he keeps it, you don't
His beautiful place on earth.
have problems over there, Tony. Where's Tony? Tony Strickland.
Yeah, Huntington Beach, it's fucking tough. Stay out of my beach community, Lebowski.
You don't have the problems that other beaches have, do they?
No, they don't have whales and sharks and oil slicks and fucking guys on ATVs running over sunbathers.
You don't have encampments sitting on the ocean. Now you've...
No, that's true. I will give him that. There are not encampments sitting on the ocean. So far, the homeless problem has not extended 10 miles out to sea. So far. I'm not ruling anything out, but...
Done a great job. We just flew over on the plane.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It looked great from the air.
And I was talking to all the people, thousands and thousands of people. I'm speaking from my plane. I said, this is different, but it looked beautiful. You've done a fantastic job as mayor. Thank you very much, Tony.
I was on the phone and I looked out the window, is what he's saying.
But Tony is showing how we can fight for voter integrity and cleaning up the homelessness and all of the other things that you have to do to make a place work. I mean, you have to do it. And I'm honored today. As you know, I was really honored to get his endorsement because his endorsement was very meaningful to me.
Yeah. Once you got the mayor of Huntington Beach, I mean, you basically got the state fucking locked. It's that and Stockton, and you're kind of done.
Thank you very much for that endorsement, Tony. We won't let you down.
We will not let you down by winning.
And I'm also honored to have the endorsement of former Lake Forest Mayor, somebody very, very...
Oh, the former... Shit. I'm sorry. Huntington Beach, move over. He's got the former Lake Forest mayor that's, yeah, this is...
respected, Scott Voigt. Where's Scott?
Oh, shit. Scott, you say the former mayor of Lake Forest, which would be in Illinois. No, there's a lot of Lake Forests. I'm sorry.
Scott, thank you very much.
He's here. I'm surprised he's there because he's so busy being the former mayor of Lake Forest.
Great honor, Scott. Thank you.
It is a great honor that you could be here with us tonight.
You did a great job.
Great job. Fantastic. Not a fantastic job, but a great job still. I mean, you did a great job. You're not doing a great job anymore. So
for generations, California was known as the embodiment of the American West,
the American West,
culture, and America's future, and our great American dream. You don't hear about the American dream anymore, do you?
No, not since they locked up Charles Manson. I mean, I think what hope do the rest of us have?
The American dream, the American...
Yeah, I don't know. What the American what? I'm not familiar with that.
There's no American dream with Biden.
No, it's a nightmare.
Corrupt president in our history. The Golden State gave us the gold rush, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the golden age of Hollywood. What glamour, what beautiful glamour. If they ever came back from the dead, they'd look and say, what the hell happened to our state? Can you imagine? That was a glamorous time. Now they...
No, it wasn't. This is before OSHA. This is before SAG-AFTRA. This is when Charlie Chaplin, everybody had to form United Artists to push back against the studios themselves, where they had a fucking contract system where they just assigned you what projects you were doing and you just had to fucking show up. Like theater, people doing theater in New York had more freedom than they did. The fuck are you talking about? People died regularly. It was dangerous as shit.
Would look and they would say, this can't be happening. It built Liberty ships, the Sunset Strip, Disneyland, and the...
Hey, I performed on the Sunset Strip on fucking Tuesday, and it's still there, motherfucker.
Internet and the iPhone, so many...
Yeah, still doing
things came out of California.
Still are coming out of California.
It was California that first elected public office Republican presidents. How about that? Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, great. Perfect. Yeah. The person that resigned in disgrace, which I could see why you feel a camaraderie there. And then, of course, Ronald Reagan, who everybody thought was just a showbiz asshole. And your own people thought he was like the second coming of Christ for a long time until you came along and now they shit on his legacy. Both. Nixon and Reagan. How do you do it, California? Well, I'll tell you how. We couldn't... Schwarzenegger wasn't born in America. Otherwise, he'd have been next.
Both.
Yeah, the guy who brought you the plumbers and the break-in at the Watergate Hotel, and the guy who brought you Iran-Contra and crack on the streets of Los Angeles. Cool.
But while California was once a symbol of American success, today under the radical left fascists and Marxists that run your...
It's only the 7th largest economy in the world instead of the checks notes 9th.
Your state, that's who's running your state. Bad people.
Yeah, terrible.
It's becoming a symbol of our nation's decline. Gavin Newsom and the far-left communists in Sacramento.
Boo! Gavin Newsom does all the stuff we don't like.
He did a great job as mayor of San Francisco, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, he did.
But the far-left communists in Sacramento, San Francisco, and L.A., cities which are absolutely being destroyed rapidly on a daily basis, have given
Well, I mean, if you're going to do it rapidly, it would have to be every day. I mean, you couldn't take a day off if you're trying to destroy a city rapidly.
you sanctuary cities, wide open borders, mass homeless encampments, out of control taxes, soaring income, inequality like nobody's ever seen before.
Well, I'm sorry, what, Mr. Manhattan?
Marxist district attorneys, woke tech tyrants, they are woke.
They're all woke tech tyrants.
Rolling blackouts, child sexual mutilation, and
Jesus Christ. What? Did that happen during the rolling blackouts, or when were we mutilating these children, allegedly?
Bands of looters, criminals, and thugs. But
just roving bands of them. I know, it's weird. That's why most people have a hose in their front yard in case the roving bands of criminals, looters, and thugs come by.
Other than that, I think they're doing quite a good job. Those things are all true.
They're all true. I haven't been here in forever, and I don't like the place, and you don't like the place, and there was never a problem coming in. We flew into the airport. It was not a big deal, but the rest of the place is ass.
What a mess. How the hell do people vote for these people? You, the courageous patriots of California, Republican Party, are now the last line of defense standing between this state and total anarchy.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I don't think you got much chance. There's not enough people in Anaheim to stop the vote. We're voting for anarchy in a couple of weeks. So, yeah. Anaheim doesn't suck. It's just a mall.
And I am here to tell you that help is on its way. Help is on its way. Can't go on like this.
It can't go on like this, like it has been for decades.
Can't go on like that.
Cannot go on like that. With you losing, you mean? Yeah, it can. That can go on for a long time.
We can't go on like this.
We can't go on together with suspicious minds. Suspicious minds.
We won't have a country left.
We won't. It's I honestly.
There's going to be a country no more. I actually think it will not. It will be a country no more.
The mission to help you liberate California from communist rule begins at noon on Inauguration Day, 2025.
That's 5. That's a long way away. I'm sorry if the country is being destroyed daily. I think they're going to finish the job by at least, I don't know, Thanksgiving. It's been going on like this since 2020. So, shit. I mean, what? How in the world? How are you going to turn it around once it's all been burned to the ground, like Portland?
2025.
I mean, how many years you expect to get on each of the charges you're up against, or?
We got to make. I'll tell you, the election of 24 is the single most important election in the history of our country. I used to say it about 16. It's the most important, and it was. But this is more important.
But it's not.
Because we're going to lose our country. Our country's going to hell. Our country's being destroyed. Together.
So being destroyed. And by destroyed, I mean, I am going to jail.
We will take on the ultra-left-wing liars, losers, creeps, perverts, and freaks who are devouring the future of this state like a swarm of locusts.
They're devouring it like a swarm of locusts. And we can handle that in about a year and change. A year and 4 months. The swarm of locusts monsters will not be able to. It can wait.
And we'll stand up to crazy Nancy Pelosi, who ruined San Francisco.
She did? How'd she ruin San Francisco? She was the representative. She wasn't the mayor or the DA or any of that shit. Honestly, I would blame Abby Hoffman before I blame her.
How's her husband doing, by the way? Anybody know?
Fuck you. Better than you are, actually, but fuck you. Why is that by the way, why is that a dig? Jesus Christ.
And she's against building a wall at our border, even though she has a wall around her house.
No, she doesn't. She does not have a wall around her house. You ever see the video of the cops coming to the door? They didn't have to pass through a wall to get there.
Which obviously didn't do a very good job.
Gee, what the fuck?
But then you have Kamala Harris. She's great.
She's great. She's better than. She's so much nicer to Joe than Mike Pence was to me.
Gavin Newsom, who's a really, I watched
Smart, effective communicator.
him the other night with Sean Hannity trying to say that California is wonderful. It's not wonderful. We all know it. It was wonderful. It could be wonderful again, but right now it's really a mess.
Well, Bakersfield notwithstanding, I think the rest of the state's doing just fine.
Maxine Waters, very nice woman, very, very nice. How come she can say things so violently? You will go in and attack them in a restaurant. You'll do this, that. Nothing
Because she didn't actually say that?
happens. If I say peacefully and patriotically, oh, there's an insurrection going on here. Maxine Waters, if I ever spoke like her, it would be the electric chair times 15 for me.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's harder to cook a fat goose, but what the fuck does that even mean? The electric chair times 15.
The man who fell in love with a Chinese spy that they wouldn't take off their top committee, most important committee, Eric Swalwell. What a...
Oh, I thought he meant that it wouldn't take the spy off the committee. Once the FBI told him she was a spy, he cut off contact and he didn't sleep with her. I don't know where the fuck that comes from, but they tend to use that all the time, with no evidence.
Loser.
He's a loser. He's still got his job, though. That's weird. You lost your election. He won his. He's a loser that won, and you're I guess a winner who lost. That's the way we're going to look at it, sure.
And then you have, of course, my favorite, Shifty Adam Schiff, pencil neck.
Well, it's better. I would argue that it's better to have a pencil neck than a neck gina. It's a little hard when you fold your fucking neck into your tie.
He's known for one thing, the world's smallest neck. You ever see? I call him pencil neck.
Yeah, why? No one cares.
If you touched him, his neck would break. And we will defeat their corrupt...
What a weirdo. This is fucking lame.
California political machine. No, Shifty Schiff is really, he is a sick person, that guy.
That guy, I don't understand. I'm going to jail.
Looks like he won't be your next senator anymore because he'll have somebody else put in and then he won't be able to run. Purgatory. That's too bad.
Yes, anyway, what was I?
I don't know that he would have won anyway, but now he probably won't be able to run, and he won't run against certain people because he wants to be politically correct, except when it comes to doing numbers on Republicans and keeping it going and hurting our country. But
yeah, because it's not politically correct to do a number on a confessed serial sexual assaulter. What the fuck?
It would look to me like he won't be there, but he's a disaster, that guy. They're all disaster. Crazy Nancy is a total disaster. She's nuts. Remember her with the beauty parlor, walking through the beauty parlor? Nobody else is to have their hair done. Then you have her. I don't know what happened to the owner of the beauty. She's a big MAGA person. How about that? Think Nancy was thrilled when she learned that the owner of that beauty parlor, where they taped her walking through with the hair and the whole thing, everyone else is like home.
Everybody in the place was wearing a mask except her because she just had her hair washed.
Using suds on the hair like I do.
What? Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this rambly nonsense?
But I'm
using suds on the hair like I do.
The only candidate who will do what it takes to get this job done. And remember, we have to get rid of mail-in ballots. We have to do it.
Oh my God. This is fucking tiresome. It's the same shit. Like I think some of those people that are sitting in there are like, you know what? How's that offer on trading my seat for somebody outside? Do you mind? Because I'm gonna let them, because I've heard this shit before and it wasn't convincing then. That is the man that Cenk Uygur thinks is a winner. He's gonna win hands down. I mean, he's very popular. People love him. It's there's no way around it. It's just he's a powerful force, a great communicator. Nobody gets tired of this shit. There's tremendous love out there for him. And what chance does Biden have with his legislative achievements? I mean, the election is in 3 weeks. You can't, with poll numbers like, oh, has Cenk ever been wrong? Oh, yeah, exactly. By the way, chat room, love you guys. Thank you so much. And I want to show my appreciation to everybody. Again, I want to thank you because I am. Thank you very much for everybody who contributed to the computer fund. We ordered it today. I ordered it today, and it's going to be here in a couple weeks. And hopefully, it won't take me 8 hours to cut shorts out of some of these clips that are enormous file sizes. Oh God, I hope. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and eventually we'll take over the gaping hole that TYT has left in actual political discourse, that they tried to spackle shut with Cenk's ego for a little while, and that's it's all done. That's they're done, and we're moving in. I'm just saying, with your help, I'm taking over. That's it. Next stop, Reverend Gene Scott style horse farm and a big Glenn Beck chalkboard, and me just sitting there in a chair being right all the time. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the radio show, House Sparks radio program, Mega Worldwide, every Saturday from 9 to 11 Pacific time on WCPT, and live streaming here at infotainmentwars.com. And thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, which I haven't said in forever. Yeah. And you guys rule. And next time I'm in Los Angeles, I'll film the outdoors so you just can see how terrible it is. So terrible. You can't go anywhere except everywhere. And you can't eat anywhere except everywhere. And there's nothing to see except the stuff that's really cool. It's really bad. I don't know. It's almost like a big city or something. My big fear is that you'll go outside and see the kidney. What happened? What was that? Anyways, I think we'll be okay. Just as long as none of you do